Good morning, YouTube. Um, Got to do some work this morning. I got to move the goat shelter into the goat pen. We're going to use it as a temporary hay catch for the goats just till I get something built. Yeah, let's take a ride up there. I dried this ATV off, but it's still pretty wet out. Do 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 do. Here. All right. So that should be a quick hookup and get it out of here pretty quick. Loaded up. So it's got that little top piece right there. That's where I'll fill it in. And it holds several days worth of hay. Go. No. Watch out. Watch out, goats. All right. Hey, chicks. Hey, chicks. Well, there. That wasn't too bad. Ow. Took me about a half hour to get that done. And now the hay won't be on the ground. I could build a better structure. What I want to do is we have the fence line, and I want to build it right on the fence line so we can feed them from one side, and they eat basically through the side of the fence. I just got to come up with something, but I think that'll work out pretty well. And we can walk right from the hay barn, 25 feet to where I build the hay stand, and that'll keep them from eating any hay off the ground and whatnot. But it was a beautiful day to do the morning chores, letting the animals out. I should have brought the camera up. The sun was real pretty. Hey, Bella. Yeah. They're all right here. Hey, goats. I put some hay out there if you want to go get it. No, Bella, you're not going out there. Crazy animals. Hey, goats. Walk over by the hay feeder and see if they follow me. They think where I'm gonna go is the way out. They'll usually follow me. So this rock feature we made with, intents of having the babies being able to play on it, and because we had to quarantine this, they hadn't got to play on at all. And then we come out here the other day, and 3 of them were up here having a king of the mountain type battle. It was pretty funny. You can see how great this pasture looks, though. I mean, it's short right now, but the soil's real rich in here. All the years of them grazing their horses, and then us, the goats. So yeah, now all we'll have to do is flip it open from over the fence here, and we can stock load it up. Let me see, I'm gonna swing it over a little bit. Just a smidge. Hey, goats. Here they come. Come on, goats. Come on, goats. Some cinnamon and Bella. You want fresh hay? I got it hanging out right here. Fresh hay. Yep. You won't find fresher hay this side of the Mississippi. I promise you. You know how this works. Yeah, you do. You guys used it all the time on your out in the field over there. Atta boys. Days like today, it's like I don't want to go in the house at all. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's got to be 60 degrees already. And it's just gorgeous out. It's a little wet. I don't have any projects to do per se outside other than cut wood. Trying to find a spot where there was no sunlight to blind me. Let's take a walk. Tell you guys a little bit about Daisy. A little over sand by her. Hey, chicks. Yeah. Hi, chicks. We got some new bedding coming for you. Whoa, why are you doing that in front of me? I'm not gonna get you. She totally submitted right in front of me. She just dropped to her knees and like, Daisy, how are you, sweetie? So Daisy girl, the saga continues. I got a text from the woman I bought the pig from yesterday, and she was just asking how Daisy was looking, if I thought she was going to farrow. And I said I haven't seen her menstruating, and you know, she seems like she might have a little baby bump when she lays down, but I was like, other than that, it's tough to say. So she wrote back, well, she may not have gotten pregnant on the 17th. That was just the first time that she put him in with the boar, and she left the pig and she left Daisy in with the boar for about 2 months, a month and a half. So she still believes she's pregnant. She just wanted to let me know that the date might be later than what I was planning for January 9th, and I was just like, you know, I believe in only giving the information that you know, but I also believe in giving all the information that you know. So in the beginning, it was a definitive thing that the pig was pregnant. They were sure. That was the ad, you know. And then when we went to pick it up, it was, she most likely got pregnant on this day. This is the day we bred her, September 17th. And I was like, okay. And we've been building off of that. And now I find that it could be as late as like November 28th or something like that. It could have been as late as that, which means the babies won't be here until March if that's the case. But whatever, it's just a matter of patience at this point. And we're enjoying Daisy. My only concern is I didn't want to keep her in this pen very long, and I thought her having her babies, I could let them hang out in here for a few weeks and then put them all out on the pasture and get them out of this muck, because that's what it is right now. We've had 2 days of rain and she's only got this area here that's really dry. That's not true. She's got the area just inside that part of the barn that's dry as well. But the outside area you can see is all muddy and everything. So I don't know what to think. I hate not knowing a date because I like to plan things out. There's materials I need to buy for when we castrate and stuff, and I was waiting to see definitively that she was pregnant before I spent money on that. But such is life. I just wish that people were, she would have gave me all that information in the beginning. I wouldn't be so anxious about her having babies in a week and a half. I think I would probably have a much more passive approach and just be watching versus, I'm up here daily looking for signs because I think she's going to be close. But this is a classic Steve move. I didn't do enough research and ask enough questions. I always get my family into those situations where we're like, shit, we should have asked that beforehand. But I get gung-ho about things, and I sometimes just march right into them. And that's kind of, I was like, I'm getting pigged come hell or high water. And, I still think she's pregnant. I'm looking at her now, and she's just got this droop in her that she didn't really have before. I was looking at her the other day, and I swear I saw kicking against the side of her body. But, I'll just have faith and pray that she's pregnant. That's all I've been doing all along. And, if it's God's will and we have babies, we have babies. If not, we'll work at getting her artificially inseminated. But I hate not knowing. I got this huge gap that could be anywhere from January 9th to like March 20 something. And it's a little, no, maybe not March 20 something, but still into March. I got this huge window where I'll be wondering if she's gonna farrow or not. Means longer time in this pen, which I didn't want to do, like I said, but I thought about putting her out on pasture now, like just do it now before she has her kids, but I still think it's best that she farrows in here where I can get to them, because I need to get to them within the first 2 days or so to do the castration, and I don't want to be doing it out there in the field where she can bust out of electric fence. At least here I can close the pen door, and I got a pretty good chance of working on the baby without her bothering me. We're gonna do the castration ourselves. It doesn't look too bad. You can go and watch Google or YouTube pig castration. You'll find all kinds of videos, but it's basically just making a slit on each scrotum and cutting through another thin inner membrane, grabbing the testicle and pulling it and the cord out in one motion. It just snaps. And you do that for both sides. And, you can put a little blue coat or a little antiseptic on there, but most people say don't bother. They say that pigs heal up really good. So the videos that I've watched, most of the time the pigs don't even let out a squeal while they're doing it. They more squeal when they're being handled and lifted than they do when they actually get castrated, which is something. It's my understanding that when they're first born, they don't have a very active nervous system, which is why you castrate them in the first few days. It takes their nervous system a little bit of time to build up and feel those things. And that's just what I've been taught, what I, been taught through YouTube and stuff like that. But, and then also I want to do ear tags, because if we do, we are planning on selling them, and I want to make sure definitively I tell someone, okay, you're getting pig number 4, pig number 5, whatever the case may be. That way there's no confusion on whose pig's whose. I'm not going to bother tagging Daisy. She's our only gilt right now. I mean, she's our only pig, but once she has babies, she's going to be the only sow around. And incidentally, she's a gilt on her first pregnancy until she farrows, and then after that, she's a sow. Just a little bit of information, side information there. We got chickens looking around to lay eggs, and just a really beautiful day. But I'll cut it off there. I got a few more chores maybe I'll throw on to the video as well, but we'll see what I get done. All right, folks, talk to you later. I'll take you guys down to the pond real fast. I don't think you guys have seen it since it's filled up, and it's always a good time to assess it. Spin you guys around here. If you remember, I did a lot of work at the end of summer building up these sides here. And that was so I could hold more water. As it is right now, let's see how deep I can walk out here. This is real shallow here. I think it's only like 6 or 8 inches. It's pretty cool. Oh, I got a hole in my boot. I thought I felt it yesterday. Not a bad one, but I'll have to put some tape on it. So yeah, I added all the dirt along this wall here. Made it higher. Now next summer I gotta go down that way and make that whole edge all the way around. I wanna make it higher. I mean, I still got probably 2 feet before I'm over, but real pretty out here. So in a couple days, the water will clear up. The frogs will be back in there jumping around. Probably 3 feet down there, which is plenty deep enough for animals and stuff. They have, all the animals from around here come here, deer, all the birds, and all the squirrels, raccoons. But it's very, very pretty down here. We used to call this the pond pasture because it was fenced in, but I took the fencing down. I just like it better without it. It's wide open now. I can go right up into the pasture, and I don't have this line of weeds blocking my sight. This would actually be a great spot to camp at night. Set up a little campground right here. But that's all. I thought I'd show you guys that. Yesterday I didn't get a chance to just didn't get a chance to, and I've been meaning to show y'all. So let's go back up to our ATV and get out of here. All right, we are gonna drive up to the barn this time. Oh, we gotta take up the, what do we got back there? Wood chips and some hay, not some hay, some feed. Swerve around a few things. It's want to say it's always something in a bad way, but with so many animals, it's always something. Just when you sit down, you're like, crap, I gotta do this, or I just got done doing all our morning chores, and then I'm like, crap, I gotta take all that feed and stuff up there. Not a big deal. It's just that, like I said, there's always something just when you think it's time to sit down. One of your animals will need something. Hey, Daisy girl. Spin you guys around. Go. Turn the hose on, Jack. Bella. Hi, Daisy. How are you, hon? Get these down there. That's fine. Goats are always up to something. Get this cleaned up here. So I do a combination. Julie and I clean this out. Whoever gets to it first. But when I do it, I like to leave it in there and compost a little bit under some fresh stuff, because the chickens like to dig. The deeper it is, the more they'll dig into it. So it's almost like you're having a compost going on in here right below the chickens and goats' feet. That's kind of what I'm going for. And then we still clear it out. It's just, I think it's better to muck it out every other time and just add a layer in between instead of mucking it out every time. Right, chicks? You girls want to help me spread this around? You want to help me spread this around? Oh, excuse me. There. That will do the job. Here it goes. Straighten this out for me. Hey, girls. Thank you. Thank you, girls. So they'll scratch that all around and help spread it for me. But boy, do we get a lot of manure between what we take out of this pen, what we get from the chickens. You know, I haven't cleaned Daisy's pen yet, but when I do, it's going to be a tremendous amount of manure coming out of there. So really great. Got to take care of your animals. I see too many farms where, you know, the animals just aren't getting the attention that they need. And it frustrates me, you know. But thankfully my friends, all their farms are nice shape. We don't have anybody, I don't know anybody personally that has a farm like that. I guess that's what I'm saying. It's just I've seen them on Facebook, you know, it's like just trash everywhere and things, and it's just not good for the animals. I thought I could sit here and talk for a minute, but I through lunch. I don't know what else I got left to do.